Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing the daily readings. It's August 3rd, 2023, Thursday of the 17th week in Ordinary Time. The first reading is going to be Exodus 40, 16 through 21, 34 through 38. Moses did exactly as the Lord had commanded him. On the first day of the first month of the second year, the dwelling was erected. It was Moses who erected the dwelling. He placed the pedestals, set up its boards, put in its bars, and set up its columns. He spread the tent over the dwelling and put the coverings on top of the tent, as the Lord had commanded him. He took the commandments and put them in the ark. He placed poles alongside the ark and set the preparatory upon it. He brought the ark into the dwelling and hung the curtains veil, thus screening off the ark of the commandments, as the Lord had commanded him. Then the cloud covered the meeting tent, and the glory of the Lord filled the dwelling. Moses could not enter the meeting tent, because the cloud settled upon it, and the glory of the Lord filled the dwelling, wherein the cloud rose from the dwelling. The children of Israel would set out on their journey, but if the cloud did not lift, they would not go forward. Only when it lifted did they go forward. In the daytime, the cloud of the Lord was seen over the dwelling, whereas at night, fire was seen in the cloud, by the whole house of Israel, in all the stages of their journey. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God! My soul yearns and pines for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God! Even the sparrow finds it home, and the swallow a nest, in which he puts her young. Your altars, O Lord of hosts, my King, my God. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God! Blessed they who dwell in your house. Continually they praise you. Blessed the men whose strength you are. They go from strength to strength. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God! I had rather one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. I had rather lie at the threshold of the house of my God than dwell in the tents of wicked. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God! Alleluia, alleluia. Open our hearts, O Lord, to listen to the words of your Son. Alleluia, alleluia. And the final reading today is going to be from the Gospel of Matthew 13:47 through 53. Jesus said to the disciples, "The kingdom of heaven is like a net thrown into the sea, which collects fish of every kind. When it is full, they haul it ashore and sit down to put what is good into buckets, but what is bad they throw away. Thus it will be at the end of the age. The angel will go out and separate the wicked from the righteous, and throw them into the fiery furnace, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." "Do you understand all these things?" They answered. "Yes." And he replied, "Then every scribe who has been instructed in the kingdom of heaven is like the head of a household, who brings from the storeroom both the new and the old." When Jesus finished these parables, he went away from there. It is also a very strong message, because you're not supposed to be lukewarm. You got to try really hard and follow the laws and the rules of the Lord. And as I always say, it won't be an easy road, and it won't, especially nowadays, because there's just so much horrible things happening, or just on TV and stuff like that. And you'll like see it in the news. So the temptation is definitely there. And when I say temptation, it doesn't necessarily have to be limited to one sort of thing. Like, one of my big problems, I guess I would have to say, is anger. Because I see a lot of horrifying things. I never bring it up on the channel. I'm not going to bring it up here. I'm just saying I've seen horrible things, but I'm not going to say what they are. It's just terrible to see how the world is and how a lot of people accept a lot of these things. I'm just not going to get too much into it. It's just, I'm just trying to point out the temptations there from so many different angles. But we got to put our faith in the Lord. and give him thanks and praise, and just talk to him and tell him. I did that too. I had a huge talk with him, tell him about how I felt, and I felt pretty good. Anyway, peace be with you, and have a blessed day.